Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, February 1st, which is my Friday. So I am off to work, and here is everything I'm taking with me to work today. So my beverages are the same. I have coffee with 1 tablespoon of Dairy Star, fat-free half and half for 0 smart points. My tea this morning is actually this Celestial Seasonings True Blueberry. I have 2 of those in my tumbler for 0 smart points, and I also have some lemon juice. And the reason I'm using this instead of my new favorite Teamy tea is because I lost the mesh inserts that go inside my tea tumbler. So without the mesh inserts, you have to put a loose tea inside a tea ball like this, and I don't feel like there is enough holes or enough aeration to really brew the tea as strong as I would like it. So I'm saving my good Teamy tea until I get my mesh insert replacements. So I have no idea what I did with them, no idea, but I've got some on the way. So until then, I am just using whatever random tea I have. So I'm going to try this True Blueberry for 0 smart points. So coffee and tea are 0 smart points. Lunch is going to be a turkey wrap. So this is 1 smart point. I have 1 turkey. This is the Olay Extreme Wellness Wrap on the bottom. If you guys can see, it is the spinach and herb flavor. So I have 1 Olay wrap for 0 smart points. On the bottom of that, I have 1 Kraft Fat-Free Singles. 1 Kraft Fat-Free Singles for 0 smart points. If you guys are looking, unfortunately, you cannot buy these anymore. They have discontinued these. So this is just the last package that I have. So I have 1 Kraft Fat-Free Single for 0 smart points, and then I have some of this Great Value turkey breast for 0 smart points. I didn't measure it or even estimate. I would say probably about 2 ounces. On top of that, I have a sliced green apple for 0 smart points. And on the top of that, I have some Great Value horseradish mustard for 0 smart points. So my turkey wrap total is 1 smart point. I'm also going to be having I have some carrots and some tomatoes for lunch, and I'm going to be dipping them in this. So this is just some of the Chobani non-fat Greek yogurt for 0 smart points. It's probably like 1/3 cup or 1/4 cup, and then I've mixed it with about a 1/2 teaspoon, maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon of this Hidden Valley Ranch salad dressing and seasoning mix. I believe 1/2 teaspoon is 0 smart points. So my lunch in total is 1 smart point. And then my snack is here. Today I'm going to be doing the banana split without ice cream again today. So I'm going to slice the banana for 0 smart points. In here I have some frozen strawberries, which will thaw by the time I'm ready to eat this. I will put that over the banana and then use 2 tablespoons of this Great Value sugar-free chocolate syrup, and 2 tablespoons is 0 smart points. And then I actually have an apple for later. I haven't really been eating my apples, but I like to have it just in case. So everything is 0 smart points except for the Olay wrap. So lunch is going to be 1 point, and everything I'm having until dinner is just 1 point. Okay, we are going to a movie screening tonight, so we're actually having dinner out of the house today. We're going directly after work. So here are the things I'm taking with me. I'm taking this water bottle, which actually has it has my half and half sangria. So I have 16 ounces of this red wine. 16 ounces is 14 smart points. And then I have this diet squirt also inside, so 0 smart points. So this container of my half and half sangria is 14 smart points. And then I will pop this at work and take it with me. And this mini Jolly Time popcorn bag is only 3 smart points. So that is 17 smart points so far for my dinner. Hey everyone, good morning. First walk break of the day, checking in. Here's my outfit of the day. Such a cute giraffe. And these are the pants that I got from Walmart, size 6, and they were maybe $12 to $15. They were pretty inexpensive. So I was just happy to be able to go to Walmart and grab a size 6 and not have to try it on and it actually fit. So I'm sure that wouldn't happen with all their pants, but it worked. So today begins the February step challenge, you guys. I have committed to doing 16,000 steps a day, and already I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna have a really hard time hitting that for the first 4 days. So I probably won't, but I'm trying really hard. So today we have an event after work, and I only have half an hour lunch, so I have no time to run and no time to get steps. Tomorrow we're going out of town and we're going to be in the car for like 6 hours. So I am going to do a run before we leave, so there will be some steps, but I don't know if I can hit 16,000. Saturday, my schedule is completely not under my control. I may be able to do a run in the evening. Hopefully they have a gym, or it might be light by the time we get back to the hotel. So I may have time for a run, but I need to figure out how many miles I actually need to run in order to get 16,000 steps. I think it's probably 6 to 7 miles to get 16,000 steps, which is not doable. Like 6 miles is an hour, so if I need to run an hour to get steps, I could totally do that maybe on Saturday. I'm not sure. It depends on the timing of dinner and everything. So and then Sunday we're going to be in the car again for 6 hours, but I may be able to do another run Sunday morning before we leave. So it's tricky, but I'm trying. Today is actually probably going to be the hardest day because I have no time to run except at lunch, half an hour. I'm going to run 1 mile. So that's not going to give me very many steps. So here's what I'm doing. Every half an hour, I am taking a walk around the building on the top floor, which is where I work. If I go around the perimeter of the building, it takes 2 minutes and it is 313 steps. So if I am able to do that 14 times today, and I've already done it 3 times, if I can do that 14 times today, that will give me an extra 4,200 steps. So I'm probably still not going to hit 16,000, but if I can do that every half an hour, it only takes 2 minutes. It's over 300 steps. That's what I'm trying. So I've done it 3 times already, and we'll see how many more times I can keep that up and how many steps I get by the end of the day. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about habit trackers. My habit trackers. So as you know, my goal for this year was to track a different habit each month for 30 days. And then the next month I will track a different habit but continue to track the first habit, so that by the end of month 12 I will be tracking 12 different habits, or in month 12 different habits. And the goal is that, you know, once you pretty much establish a habit, like for a month, for 30 days, you should be able to continue to carry that on. So I'm gonna just try to track it on paper and see if I can continue to carry that on. So here's what I was tracking in January was a 1 mile run per day. I wanted to keep it up throughout the whole year without missing a day and see how many days I could do, but that ended early on. I had a lazy day, but I still tracked all of my 1 mile runs for January so I could see how many days I could actually do a 1 mile run. And here is what my tracker looks like, my habit tracker for January. Yay! That's pretty good, you guys. That is pretty darn good. So there are 7 days total in January that I did not run a mile. Only 7 days. Every other day I ran a full mile. So I feel like that's really darn good. And you can tell I like stickers. So super cute. That is my habit tracker for January, 1 mile run per day. I can tell you that not all of the days that I missed were actually my fault. 2 days were absolute lazy days. Those were my fault, 100%. One day was because I was literally just physically exhausted and could not, I chose the better health option, which was to just rest rather than squeeze in an extra mile. That was this week. That was Tuesday. So that was actually the very last day of this 30-day habit tracker. So that day I feel like I did the right thing. And then 4 days after the half marathon, I could not run because of the pulled muscle, so I couldn't do anything about that either. So there were literally only 2 days during the month of January that I was just flat out lazy and did not want to do my 1 mile run. 2 days. I feel like I had such a win for that habit tracker. So I am going to continue to count that habit in February. So you'll see on the side of this, right down the side, I wrote January 2018, and then it also says, the daily task, I put 1 mile running streak. So that's my January tracker, just so I can keep straight the months, since I will be tracking the running streak, the 1 mile run per day for the whole year. So here are my habit trackers for February. Here's my February 2018 and daily 1 mile run. Absolutely blank. So today is the first day I will be doing that, and I am running a mile at lunch. So I will be earning a sticker on the very first day of this habit tracker. So it took a lot of thinking for me to decide what other habit I was going to track. I had tossed around maybe drinking green tea every day. That was my first thought. And then because I'm actually hosting the step challenge, I thought, well, maybe I should just track that I'm doing 16,000 steps a day. But I decided I'm gonna do that anyway. So when I really thought about it, I thought, okay, what habit is going to give me the most progress and be the best for me, and still be reachable and doable? And the one I came up with was blue dots. So I have not been a blue dot follower. I mildly care about blue dots, but I've never been in any kind of challenge to actually track my blue dots. However, I do absolutely agree with Weight Watchers' philosophy that eating within a specific consistent range is probably the healthiest. So there are very few days when I am below my blue dot range. Yesterday I did that just because I was actually in a challenge to do a 0-point day. But for the most part, my problem is going over my blue dot days. So I'm on the fence about people that eat points on the lower end to get to their blue dot. Like yesterday I had 0 points and I was absolutely satisfied, not hungry, not craving anything. Should I have eaten, 10 points? 13 points? Yeah, should I have eaten 13 points just to get a blue dot? No. In fact, if that happens in the month of February, which it probably won't, I will take a no blue dot day, because I just don't believe in eating to eat and eating to get a blue dot. It's just very counterproductive to me. So as far as, I'm probably in the minority. I know a lot of people who will eat that last 2 or 3 points just to get a blue dot, but why eat if you're not hungry and you're already satisfied? Anyway, in general though, I do believe you should stay within that blue dot range, which is 10 points below your daily Smart Points allowance and 5 points above your daily Smart Points allowance. So my blue dot range is 13 to 28 Smart Points. So that is what I'm going to be trying for. However, if you follow my channel, you know that I have an immense problem with weekends, and weekends are when I splurge, when we go out, when we are traveling, when we go to Disneyland, when we go out to dinner. So that's a given for me, and I'm probably not really going to change that much. And as long as I am able to stay on track Monday through Friday, I feel like I personally am able to work in those higher days on the weekends. So I would still like to stay within my points and not be negative on points every week, but I don't think that I need to specifically be within the blue dot range on the weekends in order to reach my goals. So my habit that I'm going to be tracking for February is to get a blue dot 5 out of 7 days. So that is Monday through Friday. This is going to be a challenge because I don't know, things come up during the week, and then Fridays we do something crazy, or we go out, or I go out to lunch. So 4 days a week would be easy for me. 5 days is a challenge. So I am going to be tracking blue dots during the month of February, and I'm going to be trying for 5 blue dots out of 7 days. 5 days out of 7 with blue dots. So, and I can tell you already that because I am doing this, I literally already changed my meal plan for today to make it fit within the blue dot range. So I'm already thinking because I'm already trying to hit this challenge, I'm already changing my behavior to fit the challenge. So that's good. So yeah. So I should have a blue dot today. I have planned everything. We are going to the movie, and of course I like to have a little beverage while I'm at the movie, and we have a tradition of getting Togos sandwiches, Togos roast beef sandwiches for movie days. So there's that, and that is 10 points. And I'm also gonna have popcorn, but you know what? It all fits. I made it all fit within my blue dot range, so I will probably be right at 28 points today. I put in a picture, one last thing. I put in a picture as I was leaving the office of that freshly popped Disney popcorn that I have to walk by every single day. Oh, thought I left something. I walk by it every single day at my break at 11:30. It's freshly popped. It smells amazing. It's just like movie theater popcorn. We just don't have the butter flavored oil stuff to drench it with, but it smells amazing. It's so hard to walk by. Well, I can tell you that today I walked by it and I didn't feel as resentful, or I didn't want it as much, and the reason is because I know I get popcorn tonight. No, it's not going to be the same. That tiny little bag of Jolly Time butter flavored popcorn, 96% fat free, is nowhere close to what I walked past, but just knowing that I can have that has kind of, and that I'm going to have it. I mean, I don't even usually allow myself to have 3 random points like that usually. So just knowing that I'm going to get my 3 points worth of popcorn tonight helped me to walk past the popcorn. Anyway, I will continue with my every half hour walk around the building, and I'm gonna run 1 mile at lunch. I've got so much going on today, but I feel like I am tackling it like a champ. I am using the Pomodoro method. I have my entire schedule set out for the day, and I am going to get so much accomplished. I already feel it. So I will check in with you guys at my next walk break. Okay guys, I'm on my second walk break of the day. I did my 1 mile walk at lunch, and I have been doing my laps around the building every half hour. I forgot how many I've done so far. I kind of like lost track, but that little lap around the building and my 1 mile and my regular walk breaks, I'm up to 12,000 steps. 12,000. Oh, maybe it's 11,000. I think it's 11,000. Still, that's a lot closer than I thought I would get, and that's pretty impressive for not really having any time to work out. So I think that's cool. Hey everyone, it's just
1.5 miles. Take exit 142 onto Colorado Street.
Siri. Hey everyone, it's just after 6 o'clock and we are on our way to a movie screening. It's so much fun. So I am at almost 13,000 steps, which I did not think I could get even that high today. So I feel like 16,000 might be almost reachable. I'm so surprised, but I'm feeling it. My feet are hurting in these boots, so, but doing my walking. Anyway, so we're going to a movie screening, and we have a traditional meal that we eat at movie screenings. So I showed you earlier my half and half sangria is 14 smart points. I also have the apple that I did not eat yet today, and I popped my Jolly Time 96% fat-free popcorn for 3 smart points. So Eddie picked up our meal, which is a Togos roast beef sandwich on wheat bread. They're so good. This is the sandwich. we get a large and we split it. So a large sandwich is 20 smart points. I'm going to eat 10 smart points of yummy, delicious roast beef sandwich. Totally worth it. So with my 1 smart point for today's lunch, the turkey wrap, that puts me at 14 plus 10 is 24, plus 3 for this is 27, plus 1 for the wrap is 28. 28 smart points on the nose, and that earns me a blue dot for my first day in February. And I also did my 1 mile run for my first day in February. So okay, we're going to go see a movie. I'm a little confused because Disney just came out with the movie, what was it called? Oh, The Jungle Book, which was live action, right? So we are going to go see a movie called Mowgli, and it's directed by Andy Serkis. You would think that because Disney just did live action, this might be animated, but this director has also directed pieces in Planet of the Apes and Lord of the Rings, so that does not sound like animation to me. Actually, it sounds like
lane to take exit 142 onto Colorado Street.
Sounds like it could be really, really good because I love Planet of the Apes and Lord of the Rings. So anyway, when you do a movie screening, you cannot take any recording devices in. They're worried that you are going to record the film and release before they do. And you can also not talk about the film at all after you watch it. So we will be doing a little survey after the film and just giving our input and maybe some different title suggestions or whatever. So anyway, that's how we spend our evenings when we do free movie screenings. I think it's a lot of fun. We've been able to see some really, really good movies like way before they're released. Like I think we saw some like 6 to 9 months before they're released. So, but anyway, Siri's gonna keep interrupting me, so I'll talk to you guys after the movie. Okay, what'd you think of the movie, Eddie?
Aliens, special effects, nuclear war, global warming, government conspiracy, awesome, Mowgli,
I have to tell you, it's always so bizarre to see a movie in such early stages. Like, you guys just have no idea how much goes into a movie like that. All of the computer-generated animation and graphics, it's amazing. Like, they are literally, for a movie like that where the animals are not real, they're literally drawing the entire movie and then creating the entire movie, and then in between drawing and creating and moving things around, and then the poor actor, the poor little boy, has to be flexible enough to act to nothing, like he's probably in a room or a backyard all by himself trying to react to animals that aren't even there. It's amazing. And then to see, like, usually we never get to see something in such a raw form, but now to see, I think this one was probably the most raw movie I've ever seen. No? I feel like it's the most raw one I've ever seen. So now I want to watch the final version, which is due out in like a year, to see the difference in the graphics and just the cinematography. So when we sat down, the guy said, you know, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be rough, but the important part is that you get the story. So they're having people watch the movie this early on to get their opinion on the story. So very interesting, just very, very interesting. And I'm confused because I thought that the Jungle Book and Mowgli was the same. Eddie's saying it's not the same. And then the survey said, did you watch the movie to see how it compared to Jungle Book? So I'm confused.
It's similar, but it's different. Because the one you're thinking about might be the cartoon Jungle Book. And there is not a lot of
I don't know, because
violence in
I
it.
Never watched the Jungle Book, but I did read Mowgli to my kids because I specifically remember the names Mowgli, Baloo, Bagheera. I remember reading all these weird names, but I never ever watched or read the Jungle Book, so I thought it was the same thing. I'm confused.
It's just not a Disney movie.
Now I need to watch the Disney movie to compare, which means he has to watch it with me someday. Anyway, we're headed home. That's it. It's like 9:32. And we're probably just gonna,
Go home,
and sleep well. I have to get up early to run because I want to run 6 miles before we leave tomorrow morning, and Eddie wants to leave at 10.
9.
Oh, Eddie wants to leave at 9. I'm pushing for 10.
I'm getting up at...
Eddie has to go home and go to bed because he has to get up early for dialysis. So we're going to play Old People tonight on a Thursday, which is okay.
I always want to play Old Person.
I sometimes do and I sometimes don't. Anyway, tomorrow is going to be a road trip day, so you guys will probably see a lot of me in the car, a lot of him in the car, and a lot of videos in the car. Not very many miles, not very many steps, and not a lot of crazy food. So we'll probably stop somewhere for fast food for Eddie. Maybe Eddie will do a review.
Maybe you can watch my channel for a possible roadside review. I'll eat outside on the road.
I'll video it.
On the road.
See you guys tomorrow. Bye.